I will teach you the fundamentals on creating your personal brand. This is how to build a personal brand and how you can compare my information with what you're already doing so it can help you go to the next level. These are 5 pillars that I'm following for a strong personal brand that you can apply after watching this video. If you're already in the process of creating a personal brand, these tips might help you out. And if you don't know me, my name is Alex. I'm 29 years old. I want to leave my employment and become a personal coach. I have been an entrepreneur for many years, having many side hustles that supplement my main employment. I was only focused on the money, but my habits were terrible. I resorted to addictions. I smoked all day, every day. I drank alcohol. I was a total loser. I didn't care about what I ate. I didn't step foot in a gym. Absolutely terrible. I didn't wake up early. I went to sleep late. I thought that my side hustles were going to make me free, and that was a stupid idea. These are things that made me build myself as a man, and I know there are a lot of people at that stage in life. All these bad habits weren't going to let me advance, and I knew I was stuck forever. I wasn't growing. I didn't have a purpose. A few months ago, I invested in a mentor, and I figured out that everything I had overcome, which was all of this, because when I hired my mentor, which is Mario Lopez, he's the person that changed my life. I started waking up at 5 a.m. every day and going to sleep as early as possible, eating healthy every day, not lie, be a man that serves the world in an honest and sincere way. Life completely changed. When I changed all my bad habits, I started learning about new business models. I found out about coaching and how that was my passion to help other people change their lives like I did in such a short period of time, to escape the situation that I was in, because my situation was pathetic. I don't see how any person would want to be in my situation. And that's when it came to me that if I escaped, I want to help people escape. So I created my YouTube and started making videos. So I will start doing free mentorships and classes soon. When I wasn't in a position to spend money, all I did was subscribe to free classes and mentorships to learn as much as possible. Like YouTube and Spotify, I didn't have an excuse. So in this video, I want to give you 5 steps to help you start your personal brand from scratch. I want to do this as briefly as possible so you can gain the most percentage of information in your head. Also, if you have a pen and paper nearby, write this down. It will be useful because it's working for me. So you can try it out too and see if it works for you. So the first step, which is super important, which is something that would have helped me start much earlier, and it's non-negotiable. It's having a YouTube channel that you probably already have. You can look at mine and copy me if you want. No problem. And a public Instagram account. Open up. If you have nothing to hide to this world, stop being private. If you're private, you clearly have something to hide. You're clearly not proud of something. I used to not like my physique and I would hide it. But now that I have a good body, I'm confident and comfortable. More people should see themselves through my stories because I used to be very skinny and now I'm getting the physique I like, and I'm working on myself to an even better shape. So open up your Instagram to a public account and YouTube channel. You need to start from that base. Those are the most important points. Step 2, create a video telling your real story. Take your phone camera and start recording and tell who you are. Like, say, my name is Alex, I graduated high school, and I didn't have a direct path for my future. I was smoking weed every day, drinking alcohol, going out to parties. I used to skate every day. It was the only thing I had a passion for because I didn't want to go to college or university. Then I wanted to start my own business. So I started buying and selling on OfferUp and Craigslist. I thought I was going to get rich fast because that's what I saw in the world of entrepreneurship, until I realized that it wasn't like that. I need to work on myself internally before externally, which took me 5 years to realize that. Once I changed that, my progress started to skyrocket. So you basically just show the world the truth, literally. If you drank alcohol, you say that. If you did drugs, you say that. If you gambled, whatever you did, you say it. You must tell the world the truth. A lot of people will think that they're not getting feedback as quick as they would want. And that might be because you're not being real. People don't want to follow you because you don't fail. People want to follow you because you're telling your darkest side. That's how people connect with you. Tell your darkest side. You were fat. You ate fast food every day. Just tell the truth. That's how people will connect with you. So tell your real story and don't lie. On Instagram and on YouTube, create your first video, your first reel, and leave it pinned on your Instagram. You put my story and talk about your story. It's the only way to start connecting with your audience. Step 3 would be to tell your darkest past and how you managed to get from point A to point B. How you went from your old self to a new and improved version. When you tell the darkest past on camera, you have to start explaining how you did it, how you lost weight, how you went from eating fast food every day to eating healthy, how you went from being fat to being in shape, how you went from this to that. You have to start documenting how you went from point A to point B. And if you still want to create your personal brand, document all of that, but you're still not at that point B, then what you have to do is document how you're going from point A to point B. Show that journey. Also, the most important thing is time factor. Everything you're doing has to be seen in terms of months and years. If you're creating a video of, let's say, I've gone from eating fast food and drinking soda every day to getting in shape, waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, and you leave that video there. When 2 years have passed by and you have an amazing physique and you're ripped, you can tell your audience, hey guys, check out my video I made 2 years ago and look at how I was. Look at how I was changing my day-to-day life. And at that point, that's when that old video is going to have a big impact. Don't worry if you upload a video and it doesn't get the views you thought it would get, or you didn't receive the feedback that you expected, because it's just temporary. You have to start little by little with the time factor, understanding that it's the most important thing in the long run. It's the time factor that's going to make you multiply. Super important. Step 4, it's documenting your day to day on your Instagram stories. Always tell the truth. This is what I'm doing. When I first started with my personal brand, I would only show the highlights of my day, only the good, positive things. And that's a lie. In your 24 hours of the day, you also have demons in your mind. You have fears and doubts. You have a negative mind. So this is normal. You need to document your day to day. Check out my Instagram, Alex Panucci 96, and you can see how I document my day. And you do it too. You can do it the same way I do. I wake up at 5 a.m. I go to the gym. I post. I go to the job. I post. I'm stressed out. I get to the floor and do push-ups. Pick up my phone and I record myself, because people connect with that. You have to be real and transparent. You have to connect. You have to be real so your audience connects with you. So your audience says, I also have doubts in my mind too, because if they see that you're in person, you're the person that has no doubts during the day, you're always focused and you never fail, you're there 24/7 and always vibrating at a high frequency, they know it's a lie, because no human being on earth always vibrating at a high frequency. They have fears. So document those fears. If you're scared or nervous of doing something, document it and tell your audience that you're gonna have the guts and getting it done. You need to think that there's a person in their room crying who's waiting for a video like yours. So think about that when you go to record. Think that there is someone crying that was in your situation in which you were before, and they need that video, even if it gets 1 view. And they need your video to see progress. So you need to upload that video without fear and don't give a damn. It doesn't matter what they say. Their opinion is worthless. There could be 49 comments talking bad about you and saying you're a failure and to stop making videos. But there is one comment that says, you've changed my life. I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. And thanks to your video, which was recommended to me, I was able to get out of where I was. And I am growing. That's it. That video was already worth it. Step 5 would be create free content consistently until you want to launch a service. Consistency is key. YouTube videos, Spotify podcast, free mentorships. You need to give to the world for free. Create a Telegram group, a WhatsApp group. You need to think of something free that your people can benefit from. Look a little further and help someone for real. Do something for free consistently until you start having success stories. People start giving you feedback. Post it. When people start seeing feedback, they might finally make the decision to reach out to you for help. Your only intention for posting feedback is for the person who is afraid to talk to you to actually talk to you. And then the consequence is that they will pay you, but first for free, so it can wake people up. And also it's very important to be the same person behind the camera as the person on camera. I'm the same person recording this, and when I stop recording, I'm the same. I'm the same person acting the same way. You need to understand that this is a process. You have to give yourself time. You don't create a personal brand overnight from one day to the next. You create it in the long run. Think of your videos as a long-term asset, not as a short-term asset, because that doesn't make sense. Think about in a year from now, and you're in the position you want to be in. What impact will these videos have? That's where you have to focus your energy. I don't think about now, but I think in the future. Act now, but think in the future. How will these videos on your YouTube channel impact people who are going to be watching it? So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, all I ask is for a like or a sub. That would mean a lot to me. Not for me, but not to have more subscribers, but for this video to reach more people who want to start their personal brand. But they haven't seen a step-by-step guide. It would help out a lot of people. If you want free personal help, I can help you from my heart. DM me the word mindset and let's look at your situation in detail. Thank you.